Good morning. Dennis Willich here with Nationwide Southwest, and I'm here with Chris Baker with LifeProof. Chris,
Sir?
welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here this morning.
Glad to be here.
And I know it's been a busy show for you already.
Extremely
A lot of activity. Members,
A lot of action.
a lot of people interested in what you guys do, and that's very good. I'd like to point out that LifeProof is a brand that we are using with the Nationwide Southwest group, and looking forward to it. We've been on board with them now for how long have we been on board?
I would say about 4 months now.
About 4 months. So we've already made a lot of progress with them, and we're looking forward to really building business with you. We got a lot of members, and of course the thing that I talk about all the time is the fact, hey, if you're not selling extended warranty, you need to be.
Absolutely.
A lot of money to be made. Let's hear from you, and tell me a little bit, Chris, about LifeProof.
Yeah, well, I've been with Safer now for 13 years, and I've been working this buying group for the entire time.
Okay.
We started off with the Mega Group.
Yep.
We were the sole providers of warranty for Mega, so we covered everything that they did: furniture, appliance, electronics, lawn and garden.
Yes, sir.
And then when Nationwide acquired Mega, we came over with them, and that's when we came up with the LifeProof name. And LifeProof is for Nationwide members only. And again, it's the same type of program where we cover all the different aspects that your dealers are selling. So we've been appliances, furniture, and that's the main things again.
Right.
When we started the furniture program years ago, everything we do, we want to come out with the best programs out. So we met with the members and dealers and talked to the customers and found out, what is it that you want to see in a protection? How do we make this thing the best out there possible? And what we kept hearing was cut out the exclusions. There's just so many exclusions in these programs. When you looked at the stain protection plans out there, a lot of them would say they would cover all stains, but then there would be exclusions in there. Say, well, we cover all stains except for bleach and caustics. And we'll cover it on everything except for exotic, split grains, X-cleaning codes, all these different exclusions. So we said, let's cut out the exclusions. So with our program, it is truly all stains. So any accidental stain you think of, we cover it. And then the other thing was, nobody would cover pet damage. And when we looked, over 60% of Americans have pets in their home.
Yeah.
This was a very big deal that everybody was asked about. So we said, okay, there's a price for everything, right?
Right.
So let's cover pet. So we came out with that. And all of our competition said, you guys will be out of business in 5 years. No way you can cover pet.
Right.
Well, we did, and about 5 years in, we started taking all their market share. Everybody started covering pet damage. So, but we'd actually trademarked the term jaws and claws in the end.
Yeah.
So we were the inventors of that. That's what we like to look at all of our programs and find out, what are the exclusions? How do we cut them off?
Right.
So when we looked at appliances, we found a couple holes that we could fill in. So we came out with an enhanced program here recently. And with the enhanced program now, it's got a 5-day service guarantee with HIE. So we're guaranteeing the customer we're gonna assign service within 5 days. If not, we're gonna cut you a $50 check.
Mm-hmm.
But typically, we've never had a problem getting service assigned with the box. We wanted to cover cosmetic parts and preventative maintenance parts. So what we did was we came out with a benefit to the customers. It's a one-time annual benefit where if they buy any cosmetic parts or preventative maintenance parts, they can submit that bill to us and I'll reimburse them up to 50% to a total of $100 annually. So think water filters. Think if somebody busts their crisper drawer, needs replaced in full. They can purchase that, get 50% back. One of the big things that we did was, a lot of dealers run a money-back guarantee, but that's something that they have to foot the bill.
Right.
So we came out with a program-funded money-back guarantee on no claims. So the customer purchases a 5-year protection plan, and they have no claims during the course of that 5 years. Within 60 days after that expires, they're able to reach out to us and submit for 30% back on the retail amount paid to this plan.
Okay.
So if the customer paid $200 for that plan, they're able to submit. If they have no claims, they're able to submit to us for 30% back. So they would $60 back.
Yeah.
and we're doing that as a store credit. Also, we're driving those customers back to the dealers with the stored credit to spend with the.
That's good. For you, the credit goes to the store then.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that way then, and again, once that's done, and that warranty expires, they get their refund, then the store can contact them and tell them that they have a credit of $60.
So the customer would have to submit for it. They would, the dealer really can't reach out to them, but if the customer does, have their paperwork and reaches out to Safeware, they would submit for that 30%, and then we would submit that credit back to the dealer. So we would essentially let the dealer know, hey, this customer's reached out, they've got a 30% credit, we're giving them the $60 credit or whatever it may be back to your store, and then they can reach out to the customer and say, hey, come on in.
Well, that's great, because number one, that does give the dealer the opportunity to make contact with the customer you got $60 here.
Absolutely.
And would you like to extend that warranty? And then renew the warranty.
Typically, they're going to come in and buy something else.
Okay.
Then they're going to get the opportunity to sell them a new protection plan on that.
Right. Do you have, if I buy a 5-year warranty on a refrigerator, do you guys, will you come back to me before the 5 years is up at some point and offer any renewal time?
So currently on the current program, we do that. If the customer has had no claims over the course of 5 years, we will reach out to the customer and offer them an extension.
Okay.
And if they do purchase that extension, we do all the processing for the dealer, and then we send the dealer the product.
Oh, great.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So you guys do the legwork.
Correct.
And write it all up, and then you just send the percentage of the profit that you make back to the dealer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's a program we probably, are you marketing that?
We do tell dealers about it.
Okay.
We let them know that we're going to be contacting their customers if they've had no claims. And, obviously, and then from there, as long as we're getting email addresses. So email addresses are very important.
Yeah.
It's something that, some dealers do really well, some dealers don't do the best at, but it's really twofold. It's because that is how we're going to deliver the declaration page and terms and conditions to that customer.
Yeah.
So, once that customer's purchased that plan, as long as we're getting the email address from them, that's how we're going to deliver all that paperwork. And then really other than that, that's going to be the only time we're going to reach out to the customer unless there's a claim involved.
Right.
Or if it's at the end and they haven't had a claim, that's the only way we have to market to that customer and get that. So it's very important for the dealers to get us to.
It is, and that's you kind of hit the nail on the head. We deal in the same realm, trying to stay up with emails, making sure they're updated. Sometimes emails go away and we get a new one.
Sure.
And things like that. Those things happen. But well, that's a good program. One that I didn't realize that was available. So one that we probably need to put together some marketing materials and maybe get some marketing assets, and we can maybe market that for you as well.
Absolutely.
That would be out there. And again, if somebody buys a warranty today, 5 years from now, it's a long time, but sometime before the end of all that, recognizing it's coming to a closure would be a good time. And by the way, if something else that we might be able to do, maybe we can even get a list from you guys down the road as we move into this thing about the ones that you've looked at and say, hey, these would be candidates for an extension or renewal or whatever you call it.
We actually do that. Currently, we send out Excel documents.
Okay.
Any dealer asks. At the end of 5 years, we'll send them an Excel document that says, here's all the people we sold this month 5 years ago. These people had claims, these people didn't. So they get that information. And like I said, a lot of dealers run in-store money-back guarantee, and that's how they're able to cross-check that.
I like that, and I think we could, as a group, I'm just thinking ahead, we could probably really help that cause as well, because dealers get very busy out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But if we had that same list, we'd take a look at that and even market for our membership.
Yes, sir.
Which in turn would help you guys. All right. So that's the thought for us, okay? All right. We talked a little bit about LifeProof. We talked about all that. What makes LifeProof LifeProof?
So it's me and my team.
Okay.
Okay. So I've been doing this 13 years, working with these buying groups, coming to these shows. When you look across, you see our team. We did the math on it the other day, and our average tenure is 14 years.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Good kind.
Yes, sir. We are all about relationships. You know, I've been giving out my cell phone for 13 years. I've got dealers who I've been working with for 13 years. They have my cell phone. They call me. When they call me, I answer.
Right.
I am very phone call driven. You can ask any one of my dealers. If you call me, you're either going to get answered, or you're going to immediately get a text that says, "I'm busy, I'll call you back." And I'm going to call you back when we get off that phone call or that meeting or whatever.
Step up.
All the folks that you deal with you, like I said, have been here for years doing what they do. People love us, and we love our people. We don't look at it. We don't just take people, sign them up, and thank them for their business as it comes in. We're all about partnership and helping them grow their program. We know how important training is. We know how important getting everything right at the first time is.
Right.
So we know we've got to help train your folks, get you up to speed, and continue that. You know, every time we do a training, we see people's attachment rate spike, right? So it's all about, you know, staying in contact with the dealers, helping them through everything. And at the end of the day, it's well, anybody gets on this podcast is going to tell you they're the best in the business, right?
Yeah.
Well, what I'll tell you is do some homework. Look at us versus our competition.
Okay.
Google us, Facebook us. Look at our BBB. We have a 4.6 out of 5 on BBB. That's unheard of for companies doing what we do.
Right.
And what it boils down to at the end of the day, it's because we take care of our servicers. Because we know servicers is who's taking care of their customers. Right. So you've got to take care of the servicers. So we pay them properly. We pay the highest rates out there on service, and we pay them timely. So servicers love doing work for us. So they look at us as one of their best customers because we send them so much business. We make it super simple for the servicers, one, to sign up with us. Right. It's a very simple agreement. We give them the proper rates.
Right.
We make it super simple for them to file a claim on the customer's behalf if they so choose. It takes them less than 2 minutes to do so. And then we make it very easy for them to do the service work.
Okay.
So what we do is we give them a $250 pre-authorization limit. So if they can fix it for less than $250, just do it, send us the bill. If it's over $250, we allow them to file their estimate right there at the customer's house. So you don't have to come back and email us and wait for an email or anything like that. You can upload your estimate right there at the house. 85% of the time it's auto-adjudicated. So all the computer's looking at is cost perspective, essentially. So if the servicer reaches out and says, "Hey, it's going to be an $800 repair on a $1,000 refrigerator," the computer's going to go, "Oh no, that's not right. We need a human to look at this, and probably just going to replace it." But if they say it's going to be a $350 repair on a $1,000 refrigerator, the computer says, "Okay, yep, that's right in line, absolutely approved, move forward with the job."
Okay.
And then from there, they just submit their invoice, and then we cut checks bi-weekly. So they're going to get paid very quickly. So again, servicers love doing work for us. And it's, like I said, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about getting these customers taken care of as quick as possible, as efficient as possible.
Absolutely true. And I think hitchhiking a little farther, I would like to know what kind of sets you apart. We hear, one of the things you hear in this industry is, do they have good backing?
Absolutely.
Good backing.
That is very important. There's still a lot of contracts being sold out there that are not backed.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you're aware. You've been around for a long time in this business. So back in the 80s, there was a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
There was a lot of companies like us that they weren't backed by an insurance company. They sold a lot of contracts, and when the claims started coming in, they started losing money, and they just vanished. And they left the dealer stuck holding the bag.
That's it.
So what we do is we take the majority of money that's sent to us and we send it to Assurant. Assurant is one of the oldest, largest insurance companies in America. They're the biggest insurance company out there for appliance protection, and that's who backs our entire proceeds. So it's actually written in the terms and conditions. This program is backed by Assurant. So heaven forbid if Safeway was to go out of business, which we're not going anywhere, been here since 1982. But if we did, those dealers are still covered. They are covered by assurance. The assurance is actually here with us at the booth.
Okay, good. That's great. See, that's one of those things that comes up.
Absolutely.
Because if you had a member, as you were saying, from those eras, and they got burned, they have just stayed completely away from trying to sell it. And I think that's the importance, that we get that message out there in a strong way, so that you know that you've got the backing, you know there's nothing going to happen, and you got to, like I say, we'll use that. We got assurance.
Absolutely.
So it's good.
Got assurance with assurance.
Yeah, that's right. One last question I'd like to talk to you about is, okay, what's your thoughts about prime time?
I love prime time. It's funny. I was just out there talking with Van Breeds. I said, these guys know how to throw a party. Absolutely do. I mean, it's amazing what you do. It's amazing, all the things you put on for the dealers, all the meetings and all the learning, and training. Just being able to come together and meet with all the people doing what you do, and sharing stories and thoughts. And
right,
it truly is. It's an amazing deal.
We hear this way more than we ever used to, but more importantly, I think now than ever, is dealers, members come here for networking, a big networking party, because number one, they sit down at a lunch table, breakfast table, or see somebody on the floor, or a conversation comes up, and all of a sudden they're starting to hear things, the challenges some of them had and how they overcame them. And this guy here, or this person here, is faced with that same challenge right now. And these people say, well, this is how we fixed it, went away, everything's good. And these people go back home with all ideas about marketing, ideas about everything. What about warranty? Well, we sell warranty. And all you got to do, if you don't sell warranty, is sit down at the table and listen to somebody that does sell warranty, and you'll very quickly find out why they sell warranties. And those are the kinds of things that you really can't put a figure on as far as the value of, but it's such a darn big value to be able to pick some things up. And now all of a sudden, it isn't Chris Baker or Dennis Willich trying to sell you on that you need to do this. Somebody's telling you they're already doing it, and this is what you can accomplish. So it's a great way of making this stuff really happen. And anyway, well, listen, I know you're very busy. I know you want to get back and do some more business.
Yes, sir.
And we're glad to have you. Chris Baker, thank you so much.
Thank you,
and
sir.
Appreciate everything. Look forward to a great, long relationship with you guys.
We do too.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.